Chiefs Kingdom. Welcome your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the 7th-year star, former #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pick up there, 2nd and 2. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set, left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards, keep your opponent off guard.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Now, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. Near the sideline, and he goes out, gain of about 4 before he did so. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll pitch it out to Brown. Across the 45 and still going. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. Big hitter on 1st down. 34 yards.
That's just what happens when a pitch is called and perfectly counters what the defense is doing. Able to seal that edge, get outside to the right flank, and the running back knew what to do.
Now Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. Brought in. And a good pick up here. Managed about 9 on that 2nd down completion.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Short yardage run here for Brown. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown,
Chase Brown
Cincinnati.
scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Escapes a defender. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Bringing him out and celebrating now a decade in the NFL. This is Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Completes this one to Gray. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Off the RPO, they get it to Worthy. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Xavier Worthy. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now, 3rd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals headed back out there offensively, Brock. So let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher, who's helping oversee this group. Pitcher's in his 3rd season now as the Bengals coordinator and has been with the team as an offensive assistant since back in 2016. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To the right side and reeled in by Chase. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Jukes away from one. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Counterplay, Brown. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5.
Still 3rd down.
So after the false start penalty, they're left with 3rd and 8. Throwing is Burrow. Jump off caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a 2nd time. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this, always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Off play action, it's Mahomes. This is Thornton over the middle. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. And first carry now, Brashard Smith. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs could go do their job.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And it's going to be first down, Chiefs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Brought down right
You know by
at the
now,
line
Kate,
of
with this
scrimmage.
time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 2nd down, Mahomes. And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Mahomes pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now they send their back in motion right. They'll throw 3rd and long. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Brought in by his backsman. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Kate, that is a linebacker who's done his homework. He understands leverage, he understands containment, and he understands how to bring a back down for a loss.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Mahomes. To the end zone, and this is going to be reeled in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
An extra point from Butker is up and good. And that ties things at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Samaje Perine on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Passing quick here with the pass rush. Fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down. Oh boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah. You know, that's really well said, because, you know, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, you know the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy, That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They'll air it out on third. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Now, tight ends, these guys, not the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Burrow back to throw. Got his target, it's Higgins. And no shot of getting upfield after making this catch, so give him one on that short completion.
1 yard gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And that's not what the offense style does. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this third down. Burrow. Just couldn't hang on to that one. He absorbed a pretty solid hit there that knocked it out. So now we've got fourth down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Ryan Rico headed back out for the punt. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have second and pretty long here. Motioning left is their running back. Mahomes throwing here on second. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 here for Mahomes. That last play giving him 8 completions on his 12 attempts. A give up the gut to Walker. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Quickly out wide. Here's Kelsey. He's going to be forced out there. Play gains about 7, and that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Into the hands of Worthy over the middle. Nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing is Mahomes. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This is Walker on second. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. It's Walker on the option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker scoring there to end an 8-play drive. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Butker to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Bengals 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Piron. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bengals, then running back Chase Brown, getting set to begin another drive here. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Burrow to the air now. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there. A lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Yeah, the defensive pressure messes up that release. Pass falls to the ground. It is incomplete. It's third down.
So far in this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
And now it's third down. Now Burrow. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. And this offense now facing a 4th and 14.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Mahomes. He takes it himself. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that earns Kansas City the 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Walker now from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. He's going to run for it. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So 1st down from the 41. To the air, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the perimeter. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up 1st downs and keep the drive on schedule.
At the 30-yard line.
Mahomes is set. Here's 1st and 10. And he's up over 150 yards passing thanks to that previous completion. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. Defense gets to him, shoves him out. Gain of about 16 before they did so. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in. And they're going to stop him just before he can make it a 1st and goal situation, Brock. They got him at about the 5.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. play action. It's Mahomes. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down back at the 13-yard line. That is Barrett Carter. And now it's going to be 4th and 9.
Trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This from 30 yards out. Butker knocks it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Pirine. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. Setting up the screen. He dodged the tackle. And a stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10 here for Burrow. And he's up to 9 of 15 passing after that last completion. From the gun, a gift to Brown. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. A tight end in motion now. Brown gets it again here on 2nd. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They'll run again with Brown. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Burrow setting the throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing is Burrow. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
They send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Burrow. Go left side, and Gesicki has it. And they're not going to get anything out of this one. Goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Last completion didn't go anywhere, so still 10 to go now on 3rd down. Burrow back to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that's going to be good for a Bengals 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. From the red zone now. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
McPherson at the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they trail by 3.
Chiefs 17, Bengals 14.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Mahomes. He tucks it and takes off. A 6-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Mahomes now. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 here for Mahomes. And he has eclipsed 200 passing yards, and we haven't even reached halftime yet. Throwing from the gun. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
A gain of 23 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40.
41-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Hey, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from Orlando. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. But first, let's give you a look at some of the highlights from our first half, including the play of this man, Chase Brown. His guys, however, trail at the break. For the call of the second half, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Kansas City. It's offense has it first to start quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First call here coming from the shotgun. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Dax Hill up for the stop.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. Throwing is Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Mahomes is set. Here's 1st and 10. And he is close. He is right near 250 yards passing after that last play. Working now from the gun. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and 3 in front of him now after that completion got him 7. Looking to throw Mahomes. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. That brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Burrow. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. They'll try it right with Brown. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to give Cincinnati the 1st.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow to the air now. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Couple of yards on the catch leaves him 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Felix and Udike Uzama making the tackle that time.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action, Mahomes. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. And it's Dexter Lawrence. And that loss means it's 3rd down, now in 12.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. To the air, Mahomes. Getting out to his left. He's going for it himself. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Bengals send running back Chase Brown, getting sent to begin another drive here. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. This is going to be good for a new set of downs. In the end, about 16 yards on that play.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All set to go now from the 35. Burrow on the play action. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On the pass now on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete. He got muscled off the ball there. That's going to bring up 3rd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And this is another incompletion.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Fourth down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Butker knocks it through, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And he has done all that they've asked for him, shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard game. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. One of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Brown quick on the draw here. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And off his hands and incomplete. And that drop means they fail to convert on 3rd down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So out now comes the punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the 1st down, too.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. He finds some space again. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
In this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work, and what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. There goes that man again, but a defender on time this time. Hit forces the football out, incomplete. We've got second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Dump off, caught by his back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Throw here, third down. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And that grows their lead to 12.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Fine again following the sack. Burrow. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And what a call on that 3rd and 19 as they find a way to get the first before the tackle's made.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got first down here from the 36. Burrow setting up the play action. This is going to be caught once again by Gesicki. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make this stop after a gain of about 17. And it'll be first down Bengals.
It's a gain of 17
When you see
yards.
play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Complete to
You know, Kate,
Chase
over the
Brown.
years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down. Play action now. Burrow. He completes it in traffic. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Burrow to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Chase coming in motion right. Give on second. It's Brown. He's going to be stopped just a couple yards beyond the line, but that is still good enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That one's complete, right side. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cincinnati. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McPherson at the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that drops this lead down to 5.
Bengals 21.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Smith on the return. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And while this isn't one for the record books, Brock, I know that you've been really impressed with just how he's owned the pace and schedule for much of this game. The stat line looking pretty impressive at this point as well. Look at this. He's found the weaknesses in the defense and capitalized, having a real nice game so far. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This is Smith. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Off the RPO, they get it to Worthy. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
To Xavier Worthy. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Here's Smith. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action here. Burrow. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. They will move into a couple.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. Burrow setting the throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing them out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
2nd and 10.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes now. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. And that's just a good call there. Not the type of lead or the down where you should be forcing anything. So good call there to just get rid of it.
Yeah, this is called game management, right?
Yep.
People get this bad perception of a game manager. He's a game manager. Well, you should be a good game manager. And make sure you throw it away if nothing is there.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in by his back Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds near that marker, but pretty clearly behind it, Brock. So still a couple of yards to go. It is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. As the Bengals get back out there, here's a look at defensive coordinator of the Chiefs, Steve Spagnuolo. He's 7 seasons in Kansas City, featuring those 3 Super Bowl titles, and he's also won a title as a coordinator for the Giants. First call here, coming from the shotgun. Throwing is Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. All right, so trailing right now. Looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now, the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. From the gun, a give to Brown. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the balls. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Burrow back to throw. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. Burrow dumps it off to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. Again, it's Burrow. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's going to have them a 1st down. That was close for a moment when he caught it, but he knew what he needed to do after he did so.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Bengals facing a 5-point deficit. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Burrow. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are moving.
All set now. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Here he is to throw. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. And fairly likely, Brock, we see this offense stay out and go for it on 4th and short.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A give to Smith here on his own read. That's good room at the 35. And he has the Chiefs first down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL.